time, I'd like to introduce the Indians. Starting for the Indians at guard, number 3, Jordan Gay. At guard, number 12, Rolino Hendricks. At center, number 44, Nick Wallace. At guard, number 11, Connor Casey. At guard, number 12, Tyler Landa. The Indians are coached by Coach John Clemens and assisted by Caleb Wilkie. Now for your Cougars. Starting for the Cougars at guard, number 24, Garrett Igor. At guard, number 23, Austin Tatro. At guard, number 34, Adam Cater. At forward, number 50, Joel Murphy. At forward, number 44, John Fillion. The Cougars are coached by Rob Guerin and assisted by Mike Provodko. Please remove all headgear for the playing of the national anthem.
Okay, welcome Hoops fans to Hometown Cable's presentation of Northern Basketball League boys varsity action coming to you this evening from Northeastern Clinton Central School in Champlain, New York. This Division I matchup hits the visiting Indians of Peru Central School against the hometown Cougars of Northeastern Clinton in their home white uniforms, the Indians in their away black jerseys, and Cougars start off with the possession, and Austin Tatro takes no time to knock down a three to get things started for the Cougars, who now fall back in a defensive posture against the Indians, and they against the familiar 3-2 zone of the Cougars. Looks like Adam Cater is going to get called for an illegal screen here, and the Indians will have the inbound pass under their own basket, and that pass goes errant. Murphy picks up the loose ball, and the Cougars will have it out. And the Indians fall back into a half-court set as well. Looks like they're going to set up in a 1-2-2 zone. There's Tatro once again loose, but Vigor's going to square up, and he's going to knock down a three. So the Cougars start off quick with 2-for-2 shooting from the three-point range and take a quick 6-point lead here over the Indians. And there's a An attempt by Hendricks, and that one's knocked down to get the Indians on the scoreboard. Who scored that, Calvin? 44, you said? And there's a steal by the Indians, and so my spotter, Calvin Castine, also on the camera, is giving the hoop to Nick Lawless, the center. That three-point attempt by Connor goes wide, and Cater comes down with the rebound. So the Cougars will set up that offense. Looks like the Indians have quickly switched to man-to-man D. Cater dishes off to Murphy. Murphy in the lane, but kicks it back out. Cater has it, looking for somebody to pass to. And Cougars once again set it up on the perimeter. Under 10 to shoot. Bigor gets caught in the middle, inside for Murphy, and that one gets swatted out of bounds by Lawless. And the Cougars will have it with only 3 seconds on the shot clock. So good defensive set there by Coach Clemens, who switches his D up on pretty quickly from a zone to a man-to-man defense, and John Fellian can't handle the inbound pass, so the Cougars turn it over. And the Indians will have a chance here to close that gap. Here's Gay. Gives it for Connor. Connor back over for Gay on the perimeter. He gives it for Lemza. There's Gay, puts up a shot. He knocks down a three. So Jordan Gay gets the Indians back within a point here with just over 5 minutes to play here in a fast-paced first quarter. Here's Cater from short range off the glass. It won't fall. Murphy with a nice rebound, but there's Lawless again with a block, and Murphy's going to get called for the for a foul. It clearly came because he's a little frustrated on that block, but Nick Lawless with two pretty powerful block shots here earlier in the game to set the tone that Cougars aren't going to get anything easy inside on the big fella. Here's Gay again. He finds Lawless. Lawless can't find a handle, but Hendricks picks up the loose ball and banks it in. So after going down by a 6-point margin here early on, the Indians have battled back to take a 1-point lead with 4:40 to go, and Cater's going to pick up his second foul. And quickly, Coach Guerin's going to go to the bench and put Adam Cater on the pine, and Harley Tavernier will come in to take his spot. So with only less than 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter, Adam Cater picks up his second foul. He's long range by Connor, and that's nothing but bottom. So Rob Guerin wants to take a timeout here. So at 4:26 to go here in the first quarter, the Indians are on a 10-0 run. Okay, out of the timeout. Indians back in a half-court man-to-man. Here's Tavernier, drives the lane, kicks it back for Fillion. Fillion puts it in the middle, and done a tough shot over a couple of defenders, but John Fillion makes good on that one for his first 2 points of the contest, and he's limping just a little bit. When Cougars can't afford to not have him in the contest. There's a nice offensive rebound by Lawless on the long ball, and that one's going to go out of bounds as Connor's off target, and Cougars will take over. So Bigor brings the ball up. Now for Murphy. Murphy, he's going to pull up for the short jumper. That's in and out. Lawless with the rebound. Lemza pushes it up the court, gives it over for Gay. Gay all the way over for Lemza. That ball's a little bit too hard to handle. Murphy comes away with a loose ball. Got a 2-on-2. Murphy takes it to the rack, a little bit too strong. As Gay set up for the charge, but Murphy took it from a long way. Here's Gay, runs the lane and draws the foul. So Jordan Gay with it picks up a loose ball and pushes the the issue in the lane and causes the foul, and he will be at the line to shoot 2. First on John Fillion. His first one is up and good. Both coaches will go to the bench. Number 21, Brendan Booton, will come in the contest. Joe Murphy will sit, and also number 32, who I do not have on my list. And a player shall remain nameless. Here's Bigor with it. Gives it out for Tavernier. Kicks it out for Tetro. Long 3, a little bit too strong. Yell. What? Oh. I read the middle of the ball game here on the air, so. Okay. All right, sorry about that. A phone call in between, but meanwhile, we'll miss shots from either side, and score remains the same. Indians with the ball looking to push that lead. There's a backdoor pass, goes off the backboard. Here's Tetro with a 2-on-1, puts it up, but that one's too strong as well. So a couple times down, the Cougars with a odd man break, or at least a one-up man break coming down, and not able to finish on these layup opportunities. There's a steal by Tavernier. We'll see how this one goes. He brings it down a little bit too hard and dribbles it out of bounds. So Cougars not really able to finish, and sure that the coach not going to be too happy about missing all these chippies and being down by 6 points here with under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Number 4, Ian Spear, checks into the contest for the Indians. Gives it off. There's Lawless underneath. That one won't fall, and Bigor with a nice rebound here. And the Cougars push the ball up the court. Again, the Indians in a man-to-man D. There's Booton, gives it inside for John Fillion, and Lawless is going to collect the foul. So it's going to be a battle of the 44s underneath all evening long, I would assume. And Bigor puts the ball in bounds. Booton looking for a seam. Here's Bigor. Sends it inside for Tetro, and a good move there. That one gets blocked, and Indians come away with it. Spear off for Connor. Connor puts the ball up. That one rims in and out. John Fillion comes up with the rebound. Booton drives the lane from the shoulder. Knocks that one down from the elbow, I should say. Shoulder, elbow, all the same. So Brendan Booton off the bench knocks down a 2, and we got a timeout on the floor. 55 seconds remaining here in a fast and furious first quarter. Indians up by a 4-point margin.
No, it was all good.
All right, out of the timeout. Indians with the ball. Here's Hendrick. A little bit too hard. Tavernier, he don't like that play at all. Inbounds it, saves it from going out of bounds, but puts it right in the hands of Zane Bazzano, who checked in during the timeout. There's a steal by Hendrick, and here come the Indians. They can hold for the last shot. Gay from the corner. I'm sorry, that's Damaris from the corner, and that won't fall. Here's Bigor. Tetro squares up. That one falls, and Tetro's going to pick up going to draw the foul. Hendricks is going to get called for the foul, and Tetro will be at the line to shoot 3 with 9 seconds on the clock. Cougars trailing by 6. So during that timeout, number 24, Zane Bazzano, and number 10, Pat Damaris, checked into the contest. So During halftime, we will find out who number 32 is, as we have no 32 in our program. And Tatro lines up for his third and makes all three. So and he will go to the bench. Number 12, Matt LaFave, will check in for the final 9 seconds here of the first quarter. Here's the Bears. Puts it inside, and we get a foul called on that play. Looked pretty clean, but referee McMillan saw it the other way. As we should mention, veteran officiating crew, as you can tell by the color of their hair. Pete McMillan and Steve Parker doing the officiating this evening. Is that politically all right to say that they got gray hair? Okay, because they do. Does the camera pick that up?
You didn't even say they're old.
I didn't. I said they were veteran. All right, first foul shot, but shot is off the mark. Second one is up, and that one looks a little too strong. And the ball goes out of bounds, and the first quarter. So after 8 minutes of play here at Northeastern Clinton Central School, it's the visiting Indians of Peru Central School with a 3-point lead over the Cougars of Northeastern Clinton. Okay, here we go. Second quarter action. Northern Basketball League Division I matchup. Northeastern Cougars entertaining the Peru Central Indians. Coach Clemens going with most of his starting five, is with the exception of Bizzano in for Hendrick. Here's Lemza, gives it inside for Lawless. Lawless can't finish. Bizzano gets an offensive board, but he can't drop that, and Tavernier comes up with a nice strong rebound. Cougars, here's Tavernier from the elbow. That one's way off the mark. Lawless with the rebound, and the Indians push it up the court. Oh, Connor wants to reset the offense. Here's Connor. Back out front for Lemza. And he finds Gay all the way across. Indians keeping it on the perimeter. That one's a little bit short. LaFave with the long rebound. I'm sorry, Booten with the long rebound. He gives it for Tavernier. Booten has it. Comes off the screen. He chucks up the three. That one's short. There's a nice rebound, but a little too far up for Connor, and that one did the best he could. But a little acrobatic shot goes way out of bounds and tries to get the offensive rebound, but then loses it out of bounds. And Cougars will take over. 6:27 to play here in the first half. Indians with that still have that 3-point margin. Bigor penetrates inside for Filion. Filion, good strong move to the hoop and finishes. So Lawless will pick up his second foul, and John Filion will go to the line to see if he can't complete the 3-point play. So far, the battle of 44s is going in favor of the Cougars as Lawless goes to the bench, and Adam Cater comes back in. Harley Tavernier will get the rest. So Lawless will go to the bench with 2 fouls. And John Filion at the line to shoot one. And he makes good there. So a pretty low-scoring affair so far for both teams as the Cougars draw even on that three-point play. And this time, Villian's going to pick up the foul as Bazzano was trying to catch that baseline pass, and John might have got a little bit too anxious there and picks up a foul, his second. He's Gay with it. He's going to go way over for Connor. Connor back for Lemza. Again, the Indians playing some patience, working on the perimeter against his zone. And there's Connor again. That one is way short. And this time, Cater makes a nice play on a loose ball underneath. And the Cougars will end up with the ball. Murphy comes in the contest, and Fillion will sit with those two fouls with 5:40 left here in the first half. Here's Lefebvre. Knocks down an uncontested three from right straight on. I'm sorry. Brendan Booten with the three. And there's Cater with a nice steal. So Cougars can go on a little bit of a run here, but Cater didn't finish that move to the hoop, and Booten thought he had something. Here's Connor on a drive. Nice job there by Casey Connor, and he knocks down his driving layup for 5 points. We got under 5 minutes to play here in the first half. All action. Here's Murphy high off the glass, and he's going to draw the foul, so Joe Murphy will go to the line to shoot two. Hard to catch my breath here, eh, Jimmy? A lot of action.
Listen to you. You're a tough hombre there.
I'm telling you, I think they should slow it down just a little bit there. Maybe make one or two passes before they shoot. Murphy knocks down the first to take a 2-point lead. Spear will come back into the contest as Gay goes and sits. A limited factor so far in the early going in this game. Murphy connects on both for his first 2 points of the contest. And here come the Indians. Once again, showing some patience, keeping the ball on the perimeter. This time, Spears' pass for Bazzano was a little bit off the target, and Cougars come up with a loose ball. Here's Bigor, drives the lane, puts the shot up that won't fall, and that was altered there, but Booten with a nice job to grab that long pass. There's Murphy, puts it in the lane. That one was blocked by Bazzano, and here we go back the other way. Here's Lemza, and they think better of that, so they'll pull it back out and look for something again on the perimeter with some action on the corner, and that's a nice defensive play there by Garrett Bigor, and last touch by the Indians, so it'll be a turnover, and the Cougars will take over. We are halfway through the second quarter with lots of action here from Northeastern Clinton Central School, and a highly anticipated contest of these Division I teams. Murphy. Austin Tatro is back in the contest as Matt Lefebvre has done a pretty good job with those couple minutes off the bench. Murphy from the top gives it over for Bigor. Bigor pulls it back out. We got 10 on the shot clock. Here's Tatro. He's going to give it for Booten. Booten's going to unload. That one's a back iron, but Murphy does a nice job there on the rebound, and Spears going to pick up the foul. And I think that's going to put the Cougars in the bonus. Maybe, maybe not. Nope, that was number 6. So Cougars will inbound. And that lob was not quite on the same sheet of music on that play, and the ball goes out of bounds. So turnover there, and the Indians will bring it down with just over 3 minutes to play here in the first half, trailing by 3 points. Connor spear for Lemza. Once again, the same pattern where the Indians are keeping it on the perimeter. This time it tries to get it inside, and that pass is a little bit too low, and Cater picks up the loose ball. So the Cougars, off the turnover, will bring it down. See if they can't set something up. Cater squares up, knocks down a long two. His 2 points, first 2 points of the contest, and Cougars have pushed their lead up to 5 here with 2.5 to go in the first half. Spirit gets it inside this time, and that's blocked from behind by Murphy, but referee Parker sees a little contact in there and calls the foul. So our player who shall remain nameless, I'm guessing it's either Ryan Lovely or Morris Norlis. So we're going to find out here at halftime. Hendricks checks back into the contest, as does Gay. Spear and Bazano go to the bench. And the second one is on its way, and that one's off as well. So whoever that young fellow is, he's 0 for 4 from the foul line, so we haven't had to worry about where we put his score. Here's Bigor for 3. That one's in and out. Lemza with the long rebound. And he pulls up short, tries to get it inside, it's batted away. Booten comes away with a loose ball. He's got numbers out for Murphy. Murphy inside for Tavernier. Tavernier in the lane, puts up a little circus shot. A lot of contact there, but no whistle. The shot doesn't fall. Here comes Gay the other way. He penetrates and he draws the whistle. So Booten's going to pick up the foul on the drive by Jordan Gay, and he will be at the line to shoot 2 with under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. First one is up and rolls around and drops in. And second one is on its way, and that one's good. It's been kind of a dry spell for actually for both teams here in this second quarter, and now we got a foul underneath. Our unnamed player has picked up a foul. And should be in a shooting situation, I would think. Why are we not in a shooting situation, Calvin? I got it. It's the Cougars with 8 fouls, and the Indians with only 6. My bad on that one. Here's Murphy inside. He gets stuck there, gives it out for Tavernier. Tavernier, nice soft touch from the elbow. And he knocks it down. There's Connor. Looks like a pretty clean block to me, as it did for everybody in the house. And Pete McMillan sees it a little differently and calls the contact. So our nameless player will be at the line to shoot 2 once again. His team trailing by 5 with 1:12 left in the first half. And misses again. And his second one is on its way, and that was a little bit too strong too. Connor with a good strong rebound. That one was swatted out of bounds by Murphy. So the Indians will have the ball once again. Gay. And we got a 3-second call on Hendrick, so the Indians turn the ball over and the Cougars will take possession. Wow. I would disagree with that call, Calvin. You didn't see it? Oh.
I thought he lost it. Yeah, he did.
Alrighty. I think the other guy knocked it out of his hands, but
It's the replay.
it doesn't matter. Referees are never wrong. It gets blocked and goes out of bounds, and Cougars get the ball back, so it's all for nothing. We're under a minute to play here, and Cougars with the ball in a 5-point lead. They hope to slow things down here just a little bit and work some time off that shot clock. And see if they can't push the lead up just a little bit, give themselves a little bit of a cushion before halftime. Here's Murphy from the elbow. That one won't fall. And Connor comes down with the rebound and gives it over for Gay. We got about a 3 or 4 second differential in the shot clock, so Indians will have to shoot. Gay puts one up. Hendrick with the rebound and throws the ball away. So now the Cougars can hold for the last shot. Here's Bigor, takes it in the corner. He's going to chuck one up. And this time Tavernier comes down with the loose ball. And I cannot believe we don't have any call on a lot of contact underneath. But anyway, Joe Murphy finally comes away with a shot at the buzzer to give the Cougars a 7-point advantage after 16 minutes of play. So action-packed 16 minutes of play here from Northeastern Clinton Central School. We'll see you after halftime. Alrighty, folks. Halftime is over, and we are back for more action from Northeastern Clinton Central School on this Thursday evening, December 19th, 2013. The Division I matchup between the Cougars of Northeastern Clinton and the visiting Indians of Peru Central School. Cougars taking a 7-point advantage into the second half. They start off with the ball. Here's Garrett Bigor again. Coach Clemens has his crew in a man-to-man defense, and Tatro puts up an air ball that Lawless comes down with, and now the Indians with their first chance here in the second half. Get it inside for Lemza, and Lemza is going to get called for the travel. So the Indians turn the ball over on their first possession, and now we'll see who can break into the scoring column first here in the second half. That first half was action-packed with things happening end to end. There's Joe Murphy with a nice move on a good pass by Garrett Bigor, and Murphy has 6 points here, 4 in the first half, as he scored that last second layup to put the Cougars up by 7. Here's John Filian's going to pick up his third foul early on here in the third quarter, and that's going to give Coach Guerin a little bit of a headache. And the Indians will inbound. Murphy gets his hand on it, and it's going to stay with the Indians. There's Connor for 3. That one's off the front of the rim. Tatro with a long rebound. He brings it down, thinks better of it, pulls it out, gives it over for Filian. Filian's strong move in the lane. A lot of contact there. Long rebound comes out for Hendrick. He gives it off for Lemza. Lemza drives the lane in between 2 defenders and puts a nice soft shot off the glass. So Tyler Lemza with 5 points in the contest. He had 3 in the first half. With pretty balanced scoring on both sides of the sheet. With no player on either team having more than 6 points in that first half. Murphy loses the handle on it and then can't find Tavernier on the pass, so Cougars throw the ball away, and Cougars with a chance to, or the Indians with a chance to chew into that 7-point deficit. Here's Gay with a 3-point attempt that doesn't hit iron. Murphy's going to take it in the lane. Nice strong move over Lawless. Good rebound there by Filion. His shot a little bit too long. Lawless then comes down with the rebound. So Cougars with a couple of good opportunities there in the paint, but can't get either one to fall. And this time the ball comes down the other way and it goes out of bounds. So the Indians will inbound. About 5.5 to go here in the third quarter. There's a nice inbound play to Hendricks, but he can't finish. Tavernier with the rebound, and Vigor pushes it up for Tatro. Inside for Filion. Filion loses the handle on it. As he put a nice move on Nick Lawless to get the inside draw, but loses the handle on it and misses the opportunity on the chip shot. So here's Gay, drives the lane. He's blocked there by 2 Cougar defenders. Murphy comes away with it, gives it over for Tatro. Tatro with an open look, and he drains that one. So Austin Tatro got 9 points on a couple of threes and fouled on a 3, so we'll give him that one as well. There's a shot that won't fall. Good job there by Murphy to keep that ball alive, and Filion comes down with a hard defensive rebound. So Cougars showing some good spunk here against a pretty powerful Indian team. Vigor's 3-point attempt won't fall. John Filion with the attempt, the offensive rebound, and that was blocked by Lemza from behind. Here comes Gay. He penetrates, kicks it out for Lemza. Lemza has an open look. That one's a little bit too short, and Lawless does a nice job with that offensive rebound. Puts it inside for Gay, and Gay's going to draw the foul. So Jordan Gay will be at the line to shoot 2, 4:21 on the clock here. His team trailing by 10. First one is up and a little bit too short. Indians are killing themselves at the line. So far, Gay was 1 for 2, I believe, in the first half, and Mackenzie Boyce, who was the player that was nameless in the first half, I know was 0 for 6, and don't know that any of the other Indian players have been to the line, so Coach Clemens can't be real happy about that as Gay comes up empty on his 2. So Indians not doing themselves any favor at the charity stripes. Here's Vigor working against Gay. Adam Cater is back in the contest, and looks like Gay's going to get called for the hold on that as Vigor made a nice move to get around him, and Gay grabbed a hold of his arm as he was going by. So Jordan Gay picks up his, well, now they got him down as 1. I thought it said 2 first, but Casey Connor comes out of the contest. Ian Spear checks back in. Cater with the ball now. Cougars looking for something to happen as seemingly have some mismatches, but Spear comes up with a steal, takes it in, and there's a nice move there to stop and banks one in for his first 2 points of the contest. Vigor. Cater has it. Looks to drive, dishes it off for Murphy. Murphy gives it back for Cater. Cater inside for Tavernier. Tavernier gets the ball slapped out of his hands, and it's loose on the ground. And we finally get it tied up, and we'll have a held ball. So the Indians will take over on the alternating possession. 3:12 to play here in the third quarter. Cougars with an 8-point lead. John Fillion will check back into the contest after a brief rest. And Harley Tavernier will take the seat. So Coach Clemens going with a little bit smaller lineup here as he's got Spear and Bazzano and Gay all on the floor with Lemza and Lawless on the post. Garrett Bigor picks up his second foul. Gay penetrates, kind of loses the handle there, ball's on the floor, and that one's going to get tied up. And Nick Lawless comes up off the floor, and he's not too happy about what all went on there. In any event, another held ball, and the Cougars take over in that alternating possession. So we got just under 3 minutes to play here, and it's been as action-packed here in this early going of the third quarter as the whole first half has. So folks are getting their money's worth tonight. Fillion comes up to break the press, and he dishes it over for Bigor. Bigor has an open look, and he's going to get fouled on the three-point attempt. So second time tonight that the Cougars get fouled on a three-point attempt. So this time Garrett Bigor will be at the line to shoot three as Ian Spear picks up his second foul. So Cougars with an opportunity here to push that lead up. As Garrett Bigor sets up for his first. That one's too short. And number two is on its way. That one's good. Casey Connor will check back into the contest, and Ian Spear will take a seat. And number three is on its way, and it's good. So Bigor makes 2 out of 3 to push the Cougar lead back up to 10. Here's Casey back in the contest. Gay, once again, the Indians happy to keep the ball on the perimeter. Here's Bazzano at the foul line. This time Gay has an open look. That one's a little bit too strong. Ball bounces around, and it looks like we're going to have a foul on the play. Looks like Connor, there is no one, so I'm going to guess that the foul was on Connor. Here's Fillion, takes it to the lane, a little bit too strong. Shot altered there by Lawless, and a good job by the Indians on the rebound. Here's Bazzano from the elbow. That one's off target. Cater tracks it down, and we'll give it off for Bigor. So we're at the 2-minute mark here. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Cougars with that 10-point lead, and the ball. Cater looking to make something happen. Dribbles through a double teams, gives it off for Fillion at the foul line, and he makes good there. So first 2 points of the second half for John Fillion to give him 7. Once again, the Cougars with some, both teams with very balanced scoring. And no call there. I can't understand why that was happening. And I think Tyler Lemza thought he had a problem as well. And this time Gay drops one in from long range. And that'll be his first points of the second half to give him 9. Bigor dribbles through the trap. and gives it over for Tetro, and Bigor's going to get fouled on the play. And that one's going to go against Connor himself, and it's going to be at least 2 on him. I know 2 in the last minute or so, so I don't know if he picked up any fouls in the first half, but anyway, Nick Lawless is going to go to the bench with just over a minute to play here, and Mackenzie Boyce will check into the contest. There's a turnover by the Cougars. There's a 2-on-0, and Connor's going to finish on the other end to give him 7 and to shorten the lead up to 7-point lead for the Cougars. Brendan Booten is checked back into the contest as Tetro takes a rest. Booten once again gets it inside from Murphy. Murphy squares up, puts the shot up, and won't fall. Adam Cater, good hustle, rebound there, and we got a foul underneath. So that one's going to go on Boyce, and I think that's going to be at least 3 on him. And Cougars will inbound with 30 seconds to go. Revelino Hendricks checks back into the contest for the Indians. Cougars inbound. Murphy has the ball, gives it for Bigor. Bigor loses the handle on it, and he gets fouled. So that one's going to go against Garrett Bigor. It's going to be 3 on him. 25 seconds to play here in the action-packed third quarter. So the shot clock is off. Indians can hold for the last shot if they so desire. Doesn't look like they're gonna. And that shot is long rebound. Gay gets it back. That one rims in and out. Gay gets his own rebound, throws up a circus shot that won't fall. Jordan Gay does a nice job to follow up on that long rebound. Takes it in the lane, throws up a circus shot, and draws the foul. And he will go to the line to shoot 2 with 7 seconds on the clock. Joe Murphy picks up his 4th foul with the entire 4th quarter to play. So game makes good on the first. Cater and Murphy will come out as Tavernier and Tetro check back into the contest. And game makes good on the second. So first player of the game to reach double digits. And the ball gets swatted out of bounds. So that had a potential. So as the horn sounds to end the third quarter, the Cougars with a 5-point lead over the Indians, Peru Central School.
It's up as low as you can. That's what you imagine a lot more.
Right. Okay, back at it for the final quarter of action. Northeastern Clinton Central School with the Cougars entertaining the Indians of Peru, and it has been all of that. It's been an entertaining contest. Here's Austin Tetro. That one gets partially blocked. Jordan Gay tries to come up with that long rebound and can't. Here's Bigor. He squares up, and that one's in and out. And Tyler Lemza comes up with the rebound. So Cougars with a couple of good opportunities on that after Tavernier steals their first attempt, but can't get either one. Here's Hendricks from inside. That was a little bit too strong. Lawless with a good strong rebound, and his shot gets blocked on the way up. Tavernier's going to pick up his, I think that's going to be at least 3 on him. So the Cougars in a little bit of foul trouble here. No, it's only 2 on Harley, so not in too bad a shape. Leo's got 3, Murphy's got 4. And so their bigs are going to have to mind their P's and Q's here in the last 7 minutes and 13 seconds in this game as Coach Guerin doesn't go more than 3 deep on that bench. But then again, Coach Clemens hasn't used more than a couple of guys on his bench either. So it's about even Steven here as far as the depth chart goes. And Lawless makes good on 1 of 2, and it's only 3 points in the contest for Nick Lawless. Igor dribbles through the press, gets it across mid-stripe, and Gay's going to pick up the foul. So not a very popular call there as Jordan Gay gets whistled for the foul, and that will put the Cougars in the bonus. So they will be all shooting fouls here from here on in for the final 7 minutes, actually for both sides as both teams are in the bonus. So Garrett Bigor will be at the line to shoot 1 and 1 and makes good on the first. And looking for some love, but only gets 1 taker. Second one is shortly on its way. That was the second foul picked up by Jordan Gay. 7 points for Garrett Bigor as none of the Cougars have yet to get to double digits. There's Hendricks off the glass. It won't fall. Ball bounces around. Gay picks up the loose one. He puts up a circus shot. He's on the ground. Ball is loose, and Murphy's going to grab it while he's on the ground. Gay looking for the whistle, but no contact there. I'm going to believe Coach Clemens disagrees, but Gay is going to get called for another foul. So Garrett Bigor having a little hard time collecting that ball, and Jordan Gay just a little bit too anxious on the defensive end of things, and he's going to pick up his 3rd foul here, 2 in the last 30 seconds or so. So Coach Clemens, star sophomore point guard, in a little bit of foul trouble, but he's going to keep him in the game, and Bigor will once again be at the line to shoot 1 and 1. And the first one's on its way. He makes that one good. So Cougars on the other side, of the flip side of the coin, have been almost spot on from the foul line this contest, or the Indians, especially in the first half, were downright miserable. So Bigor, 9 points, the last 4 for the Cougars, all coming from the charity stripe by courtesy of backcourt fouls by Jordan Gay. Cougars staying in that zone defense. This time looks like Filion may be picking up his 4th. As no, it's going to go on Murphy, who did not appear to be anywhere near the play, but. But anyway, for better or for worse, that's going to be 5 fouls on Joe Murphy. So he's going to have to sit as we get a quick 20-second break here to replace that disqualified player. So Cater will take his spot. 6:22 to go in the contest. So. The Cougars and Coach Guerin are going to have to go the final 6:22 without the use of one of their forwards. But get an 8-point cushion here, and quite a ways to go. Tyler Lemza will be at the line to shoot 1 and 1, and he makes good on his first. And the second one is on its way, and that's good. So Lemza connects on 2 of his. 7 points for him. It's Tatro. The Indians kind of back out of that full court pressure pretty quickly. Not sure why they shied away from that, but they did. And Cougars bring the ball up, looking patiently here, and there's Bigor. There's an offensive rebound and give it over to John Fillion, who knocks that down for 9 points for John Fillion. The last 4 coming from that mid-range jumper that seems to have a nice touch on, and this time a foul inside, and looks like Igor is going to get called for the foul, and it's going to put Hendricks on the line for 2 shots, still 1 and 1 on the floor, so Hendricks will be at the line to shoot 1 and 1. And the first one's on its way, a little bit too long. Fillion with a very strong rebound. And the Cougars will bring the ball up the court as the Indians look like they're only pressing after a made basket. And I don't know if that's what it's going to keep it up. But anyway, there's a nice defensive play, and the ball gets bounced around. And Tyler Lemza makes good on a short jumper and give him 9 points. And after referee's timeout, we have a timeout on the floor. So 5:20 showing on the clock, and the Cougars with an 8-point lead, 6-point lead, 42-37. Okie doke. We're back at it. Cougars with the ball on a 6-point lead. There's Tavernier inside for Fillion. Fillion gets his shot blocked out of bounds, and the Cougars will have it. Broke the press pretty easily, and Jordan Gay came a long ways to block the shot. John Fillion, who was not expecting that to come from behind, but give credit to the athletic young fellow making that play. Igor, here's it for Tatro. Tatro, under 10 seconds to shoot. Here's Bigor. Here's it for Fillion. Going to get the shot off. He does, and he rolls it in. So John Fillion has been pretty automatic from mid-range stuff. Usually force in the post has shown his versatility. Here's Tavernier, who steals another cross-court pass, and they'll be smart to pull this out and use a little bit of time off that clock. But Tatro says no, chucks one up a little bit too strong, and the ball rolls out of bounds, and last touch by the Indians. So we got a turnover on the play, and we got a timeout on the play. We back on? We are on. Out of the timeout, Cougars with the ball. 8-point lead, 4:19 showing on the clock. Lazy inbound pass there. Stolen away, but the Cougars get it right back. And here's Bigor. Gives it over for Wooten. Wooten spins. Drives by. Decides to pull it back out. Tatro saves it. Tavernier. And we got a timeout on the floor. So Coach Guerin wisely calls a timeout as the Cougars were throwing the ball around, and actually both teams throwing the ball around, so we're under 4 minutes to play. No change in the score. All right.
You want to know who I was at Ward out there?
Cougars looking to run some time off the clock. We got about 10 on the shot clock. Vigor gives it for Booten. Booten drives, sends it off for Tavernier. Tavernier's going to drive, and that one's going to get swatted out of bounds by Lawless. And we got 4 seconds on the shot clock. Filion, a nice catch and score over Nick Lawless. So John Filion really turning it on here in the fourth quarters. Push the Cougar lead back up to 10. Here's Lemza, and he decides not to, but looked like he might have been called for the travel there, but ball gets poked out of bounds and will stay with the Indians. Cater comes back into the contest for the Cougars, and Tavernier goes to the bench with a little bit of a limp. Looks like he came up a little bit lame. Filion swats that away. Probably could have come up with a turnover there. That was short. Connor with the rebound. Nice play there by Filion, and he comes down with a strong rebound and pushes it out for Booten. So John Filion doing it on both ends here with some nice offensive clutch baskets and also coming down with some key rebounds. Keep the Cougars up by 10 here, and now we're under 3 minutes to play. And this one gets turned over. Here comes Gay. He runs it in a little bit too strong. Good board there by the Cougars, and Garrett Bigor stops short, and Jordan Gay runs into the back of him, and that's going to put 4 fouls on the point guard. That one was not really his fault, as he was chasing, looking like he was going to steal that ball from behind, but Garrett Bigor pulled a little stop move and had Gay run into the back of him, and that'll put Garrett Bigor at the line once again, and this time he'll be shooting 1-and-1 once again at the cost of another foul by Jordan Gay. So this time Bigor misses the front end of the 1-and-1, so that gives the Indians the ball. Gay dishes it off for Lawless. Lawless taps that one in nicely off the glass for 5 points. And we got a timeout on the floor. 2.5 to go here. And the Cougars up by 8. All right, Cougars with the ball. We get it into Tatro. Tatro pulls up short, chucks the ball up, goes out of bounds, and so Coach Guerin telling us and Tatro to take that one to the rack or pull it out, one of the two. There's a nice pass inside for Lemza, and gives him 11 points, and Indians are not going to go away easily here. And the Cougars once again will take as much time as they can off the clock. That one doesn't hit anything. And the Indians now with a chance to cut the deficit to 4 or better if they can get a 3. It's inside, but it gets knocked away. Garrett Bigor comes away with the loose ball. And Tyler Lemza is going to get called for the foul as he reached in as Bigor was going by him, so once again Garrett Bigor will be at the line. He's done a pretty good job of handling the ball here against the press of the Indians, and in so doing has put himself on the line here for the 4th time here in the 4th quarter. This time he'll be at the line to shoot 2 as the Cougars are in the double bonus. 1:51 showing on the clock. And Bigor makes good on the first. And second one is on its way, and that one is also good. So 11 points for Garrett Bigor as he hits for double digits. And now we've got another foul on the play, because that'll be 19 fouls here in the second half for combined, which is a pretty good total. That'll be 3 on Adam Cater, and the Indians Jordan Gay will be at the line shooting 1-1. Gay with 11 points so far, and looking to add to that total. He and Tyler Lems are leading the scoring column for the Indians. And the second one is good, so we got a 6-point deficit with a minute 45 to go. This game is far from over. Booten dribbles through the pressure, brings it up, gives it off for Bigor. Bigor takes it into the corner, and the ball's knocked out of bounds, so Cougars will inbound. And we got a timeout on the floor. So 1:33 showing on the clock. Cougars with a 6-point lead, 48-42. Okay, out of the timeout. Cougars inbound the ball. And this time, Tetro loses the ball on the turnover, and Indians bring the ball down, and Bootens get called for the foul, and that's going to put Tyler Lemza on the line to shoot 2 as the the Indians are now in the double bonus. So both teams shooting 2 all the way through for the last minute and 26 seconds in this game. So you're going to spend quite a bit of time here on the foul line, I have a feeling. First one is up and good. And the second one is on its way, and that one is also good. 13 points for Lemza. Bigor to go for Cater. And we got a timeout on the floor. Minute 19 to play. Cougars up by a 4-point margin. Okay. Cougars look to inbound. Bigor dribbling against the pressure. Loses the ball. Gay drives the lane, puts the shot up, won't fall, gets his own rebound, finds Connor underneath, and that was blocked. And Booten comes down with the loose ball on a nice block by John Fillion. But when he came down, he was out of bounds, so the Indians will have the ball back with another opportunity, as they missed a couple of chip shots on that steal. But now get a chance for a little redemption. Here's Gay, squares up for 3. That one gets blocked, but Lemza gives it underneath, finishes, and draws the foul. So Tyler Lemza has been a force down the stretch here, as the Indians with a chance to pull within 1 here if Lemza can make good on this 3-point play. John Fillion picks up his 4th foul as we're under a minute to play. folks are getting their money's worth tonight, hey Jim?
That's it.
And foul shot is short. Cater with a rebound. And we got a foul on the play. So Adam Cater with a nice rebound on the play. So we got no foul on the play, and we got a timeout taken. So Cougars will have the ball, 44 seconds to go, up by 2. Alrighty, out of the timeout. Cougars with the ball and better than a 10-second differential in the shot clock and the game clock. So they will need to work quickly here to get this ball across midcourt. And we got a foul on the play. So Garrett Bigor dribbles through a double team and gets the foul. I think Coach Clemens has got a pretty good point, though. If the shot clock started at 35 and it's at 24 and they didn't make it past the straight, that means they were back there for more than 10 seconds.
Did it restart after the timeout?
No, it doesn't restart after the timeout. Mathematically, it was more than 10 seconds.
If you had that shut off,
I don't think so. I'm just saying that it's... I would tend to agree with the coach on that argument. If the shot clock says 24 and they hadn't made it to midcourt yet. So Bigor makes good on the first foul shot. Second one is on its way, and that one is off, but the Indians with the ball. Now just a couple seconds difference in the shot clock and the game clock, and exactly 29 on both. So Coach Clemens takes a timeout. Indians with the ball, 29 seconds to play and down by 3.
I thought it was taking a long time.
No, it's total. Although that might have been what his explanation was. There's a big long bomb by Connor. Ball's up in the air. Filion comes down with it, and he's going to get fouled. So Casey Connor goes for the tie ball game from NBA 3 and chucks it just a little bit too strong off the back iron. John Filion comes down with a good strong defensive rebound and gets fouled right away. So he will be at the line to see if he can't make this a 2-possession ball game. And his first one is up and a little bit too strong. So once again, shots up. That was short. Here's Gay. 15 seconds on the clock. Casey back for Gay. Gay's going to put that shot up. That one's going to be short. Bigor has it, and he gets fouled. So we got 6 seconds on the shot clock, or on the game clock. Both Casey Connor and Jordan Gay looking to tie the game up with 3-pointers, who both real good shooters, but one was a little long, one was a little short. So Garrett Bigor, who has been pretty rock solid, missed maybe just one free throw here in the second half, has really done his part from the charity stripe. And that one rolls in, put the Cougars up by 4, and pretty much make it a, if he puts this one in, he can make this a 2-possession ball game where the Cougars can just kind of sit back and let the Indians do whatever they want. And he does give him 14 points to lead the Cougars, and that ball goes up, swatted around. Bigor comes down with it. The horn sounds, and the Cougars can come away with a hard-fought 51-46 victory over the or the visiting Indians of Peru Central School. So there you go, folks, for a awesome Division I matchup here from Northeastern Clinton Central School. That's the way it was this Thursday evening, December 19th, 2013. 6 days till Christmas. We thank you for watching Hometown Cable television that you guys should be supporting.